Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another video. Chris Adler's new band, Firstborne, releases new song. Sacred Light. And for myself, I think Chris Adler will never be in a group as super powerful as Lamb of God. I think the way he departed from the Lamb of God is kind of messed up. He got in a motorcycle accident, couldn't basically compete or tour, as they say, like in the mixed martial arts world. He couldn't compete for a year, so they wrote him off, and basically they separated. And now Art Cruz is the drummer of the band Lamb of God, which I still find it kind of odd because Chris Adler's brother Willie is still in the band. So this is Chris Adler's new band, and this is their song that they just released on Bandcamp. And I think his drum sound is too aggressive. Like, it's so Lamb of God-esque that when the vocals come out, it's like that real high-pitched, kind of like Rob Halford kind of vocals. That, like that real high falsetto vocals, like that vocal that's like real high and it's like, like the 80s stuff. And I just think his drum sound, like what we're hearing, just doesn't match up to the music itself, like the guitars and stuff. Because when I'm listening to it, his sound is so Lamb of God, it's so like that real heavy, hard hitting metal. It just doesn't seem like the vocals match what the drums are doing. I don't really know if I'm really digging it, because everybody that talks about Chris Adler and the music that he's in now compared to Lamb of God, they always say it doesn't even live up to the hype. It's not even as good. And everybody's always going to compare apples to oranges, right? They're always going to say, well, Chris Adler was Lamb of God's drummer. And then when you hear this, you're like, that's not even on par of what Lamb of God was doing. Because Lamb of God, like I said, is one of the most phenomenal bands of the last 20 years. It's not that the instrumental is not bad. I think what it is, it's the vocalist's voice is throwing me off. It's just not my cup of tea when it comes to the vocals. Just like Alter Bridge, I think Alter Bridge writes some damn good music. I just don't care for the vocalist. It just seems like this guy he's good at the like singing part, but like the tone of his voice is not doing anything for your boy. It sounds like he's straining his voice when he said, "Carry me away." It's like he's straining his voice, it sounds like. Okay, that's dope. That's like some flamingo guitar. That's showing some talent right there. That's dope. The best part of the song so far has been the flamingo guitar playing. Like, it actually did a real change up. I wasn't even expecting that whatsoever. It just to go off into this flamingo guitar playing. But overall, it reminds me of like some 80s band. That's why I can see why some people might say this is a gimmick, this is not a great band. I can see some people loving the hell out of it who really love that 80s kind of like Judas Priest, Iron Maiden kind of sound. But for your boy, maybe the other songs on this album would do it justice or do it really good, but I just don't think right now I'm digging it. I'm not digging it. I just feel like his drum sound is a little bit too aggressive for the music, okay? It's like saying you have you take Lars from Metallica and put him in like Cannibal Corpse. It wouldn't fit. His drum style doesn't fit that kind of aggressive metal. I'm not gonna say I've heard worse, but honest review for you guys. It really didn't move me like I thought it would. It really didn't get me like thrashing out. Like, it didn't do much for me. And I'm a guy who usually will listen to music and thrash out, or at least have something. And like I said, the best part of that whole song was the flamingo little instrumental part. I don't know, man. Like I said, everything I've heard from Chris Adler, like outside of Lamb of God, I've never cared for. Okay, when he did that, like that band with Michelangelo Betos, that guy, I'm not really a fan of that guy. That guy just is like the king of guitar shredding. Like he'll shred your face off. But I don't know. It's just I guess not for me. Like, the vocalist himself just it threw me off, because it just seemed like his tone in his voice wasn't like the greatest. Like I said, it just reminded me of like Alter Bridge. Like, a lot of people say the Alter Bridge singer is really good, really phenomenal, one of the best. But for me, I just don't dig that kind of sound. It just seemed like this guy had like his tonal range wasn't all that. So, like I said, is this a case of the band's only getting the notoriety because of one of the members that were formerly in another band that was really popular, and they have a really popular singer or guitar player or whoever that's in the band now? Like, it would be like taking Dimebag and putting him in like a little local band, and the band would get notoriety like crazy because of who Dimebag is. But it's like, Chris Adler is one of the baddest drummers in metal music, and they put him in this band with maybe musicians who maybe never would get notoriety. This kind of has that, like, what is it, Dirty Henry? I think that's the name of the band. Like, that kind of vibe. Like, it does nothing for me. So, I'm not saying you guys might say it sucks, or you guys might say, oh my god, that was one of the best banging songs I've heard in a long time. For me, because of Chris Adler, that's why I checked it out. I just feel at the end of the day, was it great? It was okay. I think there's something missing there. I think maybe what the music needs is more of a harsher vocal, like Randy Blythe's, or somebody that could just get into the vocals and be like that kind of vocal. That's what it needed. For me, that old school Iron Maiden kind of vibe, like Rat and Poison kind of vibe, does nothing for this music. It just seems like it should have been heavier. Chris Adler is known for like that heavy ass riff that lay to rest, like that kind of thing, that like that real heavy aggressive music that he's known for. This, it's still metal, still heavy, but I think it's lacking something. But the only thing, like I said, that I could say that I digged in the whole song was the actual flamingo guitar. That was impressive. That was a cool little segue into like the interlude section, because there was no real solo. But overall, it was decent. I would give it like a 5 out of 10 at best. But hey, it's your boy Trevor back with another video, baby. I just wanted to share my opinions on what I thought of the actual song. Did you like it? Did you guys think it was amazing, or were you guys just like, nah, it wasn't as good as I thought it would be? Or did it live up to the hype? So as always, it's your boy Trevor back with another video, baby.